many dupes of Bianco Latte do we really need? Is this getting out of hand? Has it already been out of hand? I don't know. But I have got my thoughts on a new fragrance that, was it new? I'm not sure. I've had it for a few weeks and I've been wanting to do a review and I just never got around to it. But I got some thoughts on this one. So let's check out this new release from 2025, Inspired Fragrance of Bianco Latte. If you are new here, beautiful, welcome to the channel. I do hope you consider subscribing. We have lots of fun here and we smell good too. And if you are returning, hey friend, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. That does help for us to grow. And let's get right into this video. So at this point, there are 11 inspired fragrances of Bianco Latte. And I got 5 of them, okay? So I've got this brand new baby right here, Cream Velvet. I also have Vanilla Voyage, which I don't think is that bad. It's a lighter take on things. I've had Eclair Forever. I've got Caramel Cascade or Cascade. Castaigne? I've got the caramel one in the little bottle from Paris Corner. So how many more do we actually need from these houses? And I wanted to give my thoughts and my take on this one and how I feel like it compares to the original. So the notes in here are actually kind of nice. I've been loving fragrances with a particular note, which is in the opening of this fragrance. It opens with a butter, which is given a very beautiful creamy type of vibe. Butter and caramel in the opening. There's honey, jasmine, and tonka in the mid. And in the base, there's vanilla, amber, and musk. So I've already sprayed this tester and I let it dry down for a few minutes. This doesn't list that very strong coumarin note that's in the original, but I feel like I smell a hair touch of it. I smell something. You definitely get the honey, you get the caramel, and you get a creaminess that smells more than just lactonic. So my assumption is it's that buttery note. And the jasmine in here is not doing too much. It's playing well with all of the other ingredients in here. Of course, it smells vanillic, it smells ambery, but it does smell like a lighter version, if you will, of Bianco Latte. Now, I've worn this a few times on skin, and as we know, we need to let these babies macerate. And I will continue to do that. I don't think that this is fully developed, but I have worn it on skin and it's given me about 5 hours each time I've worn it. It becomes very, very close to the skin after that and just becomes somewhat of a sweet type of scent. Now, I will say she's not giving beast mode like Bianco Latte. She's not giving beast mode like Bianco Latte. Bianco Latte gets out here and she starts sanding with her chest. She starts sanding with her chest, bumping folks with her chest, doing the most. If you overspray her and have her all in your clothes, she will be very loud. This one stays pretty moderate, creates a nice scent bubble. You do smell very sweet and pleasant. But again, like I said, it's a fragrance that is not as loud as Bianco Latte. But it's not giving body spray vibes. I wouldn't say it's that light, but it's not as beastly or beast mode as Bianco Latte. Now, just for good measure, so that we can go over the notes of this beautiful bottle that everyone has known and loved. In the top, there's caramel. In the mid, there's honey and coumarin. And in the base, there's white musk and vanilla. Again, that coumarin note can get heavy. It can get heavy and go sideways left, crooked letter, and do too much and have folks out here choking. I've heard of people actually getting rid of this bottle because that coumarin note has taken over. Now, I will say she is a very, very aged and matured, and the coumarin in here is coumarin, okay? The honey in here is honeying. She may not be one I pull out when it gets too warm. Like when I first got her, I did wear her in the summertime because that's when I got her. I wore her in the summertime and I didn't feel like she was doing too much. But now that we've, taken a trip on around the sun, she kind of loud. She a little louder than what she used to be. She got a little more bass in her voice. She may be put to the winter category only because she's big. She is big. Either that or one spray it in the air and walk into it. Spray it into the air and walk into it unless you want to choke yourself out. But she's still very pretty. I don't think that anybody could take that away. The scent profile is very gourmand. It's very beautiful. It's very creamy and caramelly, and the honey is not doing the absolute most. I think the scent profile has successfully done a honey, even though there are some people that are super sensitive to it and just don't like it regardless. But for me, it's not out of the way. And so I thoroughly enjoy this. But again, she's popping. And so she might have to be only for cold days, cold weather. So this is Bianco Latte by Giardini di Toscana. So my final thoughts about this baby right here is that she definitely is a lighter wearing inspired fragrance of Bianco Latte. She smells a little more mass appealing, if you ask me, but I do think that there is a little bit more maturation that needs to happen inside of this bottle before she gets to her full-fledged womanhood. Okay, I do think that it needs to continue to cook and marry in the bottle. I think she's well on her way. Again, like I said, I have tons of inspired fragrances for Bianco Latte. If you guys want me to do a comparison, who would wear what, why someone would want one over the other, just let me know. I'm happy to do so. But I do think that this is a successful release. It's pretty. I think that it has a little ways to go, and with the exemption of the Coumarin note, it may be a little more palatable for some folks that found that note offensive in Bianco Latte. So I say this is a good 7.8 out of 10 right now, with the ability to go higher. Alrighty, you guys, let me know down in the comments what you think about this fragrance. Have you picked up this new release from Khadlaj called Cream Velvet? I would love to know your thoughts. Let me know down in the comments. If you are not subscribed, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Again, that does help for us to grow. And with that being said, make sure that you are being kind to yourself. Make sure you're being kind to others. And peace and love, y'all. The world needs it. Bye.